Alright everybody, what is going on? How you all doing? First of all, I'm going to apologize. This is a new microphone, and I haven't fully tested it out yet, but I wanted to get this video out to you guys because I just finished watching Death Parade Episode 4, and I'm going to tell you guys again, go watch this show. It is amazing. I absolutely love this show. It is just so goddamn good. I cannot explain it to you guys, just how good it is and how much I just absolutely love this show. But episode 4, I have some notes right here, just kind of go over some bullet points. But this episode starts off right off the bat. We already see our two pretty much dead people in this episode, and it's pretty much a mother of 5 children and a kind of a shut-in type of guy who, and then this episode's a little bit different. It doesn't really show, it shows like how they died, but it doesn't concentrate too much on that. It really shows you their past, and I'm not really sure why, but it seems like on these two particular characters, they wanted you to concentrate on their past because it shows pretty much how they died. Their death pretty much relates to their past, and it's actually pretty cool. But this time around, the game in Death Parade is arcade game. She hits the button, the roulette goes, and it lands on arcade game. And these two have to face off in an arcade game that's called Battle of Life. And it is a fighting game, of course, which you'd kind of expect. It's pretty fitting for this type of thing. But it's actually pretty interesting because there's only one character in the game. And you play as yourself in the game, which is actually pretty cool. And the attacks and all of the stuff kind of reflect on their real life. And of course they don't realize this at first. But it's a typical fighting game. Of course, you know, who's going to win? This mother of 5 or this dude who was a shut-in who played video games? And so, of course, the first round, the guy wins. I believe his name is Yosuke. I don't remember the girl's name. But Yosuke wins, and pretty much what happens is when he wins, the loser went through this, you know, headache period where she got a portion of her memories back. And at this point, she sees pretty far back in her past where she met a guy, and he was pretty abusive. He kind of hit her, and it looked like she had a child with this guy. But then she talks to Yosuke, the dude, and gets him to lose the next round, because this whole time, this mother of 5, she got her own like family TV show, and this whole time she thinks she's on a hidden camera TV show, so she wants to make it look realistic. So she says, okay, in the next round, lose, and then of course, he does. He's going along with it for now. And then he, of course, loses, and he goes through the same thing. He gets his memories back, and he sees a distant memory from the past where his parents got a divorce, and obviously this not disturbed him, but hurt him quite a bit. So that was, which kind of leads to how he died. But then it's kind of weird is, of course, you guys know, if you have been watching the anime up to this point, the whole point of the game is to bring out the darkest part of their souls, so they can do a proper judgment at the end of the show. And of course, with an arcade game, that can be a little hard. I mean, it kind of brings up some competition, but it's not really going to bring out the deepest, darkest part of their soul. So Decken pulls out a device, which is pretty much a judgment device, which pretty much sabotages the game, and it causes extreme conditions in order to bring out the deepest part of their souls. And pretty much what this device does is it pops the little ball part off of the control stick, because it's like an old school arcade machine. It pops off the ball on a stick, and it makes them, you know, lose focus and traction on the little joystick or whatever. And that's pretty much all it does for the most part. But they're at the end of the episode, they're pretty much going all at it at the last round, and you see at this point, like, this chick goes nuts when her little arcade ball flies off. She goes absolutely nuts, and she starts bashing Yosuke's head into the arcade machine. Like, that was some fucked up shit. And then but you kind of see how this lady had real bad luck with men. I mean, she's been with several guys. She has 5 kids, and all of them seem to be pretty abusive. And it seems like she's just starting to turn things around. She's got, like, a TV show and all that type of stuff. So, and it seems like the Yosuke, he, you know, comes back at the last second, and they're having this last final battle, because the whole point Decim, the high priority that Decim wants to get done is finish the game, which is actually, understandable. So they go out to finish it, and Yosuke wakes up, and that's when shit, like, gets crazy. Like, they start going all out. They're both getting their memories as this last round is going down, and you see that this chick, she was actually strangled to death by her agent person, and Yosuke, he committed suicide. And what was actually awesome, it's not awesome that he committed suicide, but what was awesome is it showed him in his room, because it seems like he jumped out his window. He's playing a video game, and right as he's going to jump out his room, it shows his floor, and what's on his floor? Well, there's a PlayStation 4 controller on his floor, and it's a legitimate PlayStation 4 controller. I shit you not. But, which is awesome. PlayStation Nation, baby. Hey, I have an Xbox One too, guys. Don't get too mad at me. I have an Xbox One as well. But, and it shows pretty much how they died, and of course, once they find out how they die, that's where you see pretty much their emotions, and pretty much, even though this chick, went nuts, bashed this dude's head into the machine, she kind of shows her feelings at the end where she's like, she wants to get back to her kids. She cares so much for her kids. She was finally glad she was able to turn things around for her kids. And then, so you see, like, who she really is a nice person. She's just gone through a lot of shit. And then you see Yosuke, who's really, sad. He's not even really sure why he committed suicide. And what was crazy, at the end of the episode, Decim just takes both of them in his arms as they are crying, and I'm starting to think this dude may be slightly human in a way. I mean, it seems like, of course he had that monotone look on his face, but it seems like to a capacity he does care, which I think is really cool, and really shows some human portions in him. But, a really good ending. You get to see the good sides of both of them, how they're both really sad, and they both really regret what they did. And overall, fantastic episode. I love this show. I can't tell you guys enough how much I love the show. It is awesome. It is amazing. But thank you all for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Overall, I'm going to give this episode a 9 out of 10. Again, one of the main things I want to see about this series, which we're probably going to see later on, and it looks like maybe in the next episode they kind of hinted towards it, is more outside this bar. It seems like it's a pretty big world outside the bar. It seems like there's more to it. So I want to see more outside of it. I want to see more story around, the Arbiters and stuff like that. So I'm going to give this episode a 9 out of 10. Overall, fantastic episode. Really well done. I really like that this show's a really character-oriented show, and I really like the show a lot. I cannot express that enough. But thank you all for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you guys have any comments or recommendations, or you think I missed anything, or you have any recommendations for what I could do better, leave them in the comment section below. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you could give this video a like, I would also very much appreciate it. You are all amazing. Thank you all so much for the love and support so far this year in 2015. It's shaping up to be a fantastic year. I cannot thank you all enough, and I will see you all next time. I am out.